Good morning. It is frickin' chest day. I am getting up and at 'em. Not a slow start. It's about 11:45. I don't know when I'm gonna get this pushed back to you guys, or edited together or any of that. I don't know, man. Because as soon as I finish my workout, I'm gonna have to go pick up the dry clean. There's a few things. There's a few things going on up in the air, but I know that I hopefully will get it to you guys by tonight. It might just be a little bit of a late upload tonight. In any case, I am ready for some freaking bench, man. Oh, I'm super hyped. I think it is going to be a good time for sure. This week, not this week, but this cycle, um, these 4 days, so like yesterday and these next 3 days, I'm focusing a lot on like moving weight around, go into failure. But again, like I said yesterday, really honing in on um, not taking it slow, but more like being deliberate. You know what I mean? About exact movements and um, the reps and sets and the weights and tracking that just to get a kind of benchmark, since it's been a while since I got an exact benchmark of where I'm at with lift progression. So just doing that, going for good form on stuff, essentially. I think today, same as normal. Not same necessarily. We'll probably, it'll probably be the same as last chest day, which is incline barbell, flat bench. So incline chest, flat chest, then probably some kind of incline hammer strength, chest press, and then I'm trying to think. Either from there, do some kind of shoulder movement, right? Because get ahead of shoulders, like a machine. Oh, oh, sorry. Machine lateral raise, or I could just keep going through chest and go to like a cable low to high, functional cable low to high. Or what I'll do, like I'm also trying to figure out where I want to put my pec deck sets, because I've got 2 sets of pec deck to throw in there somewhere. I might just do it at the very end as a chest finisher. I don't know. And then I've got some triceps to finish off with. Not finish off, but towards the back end, really. And that should be pretty much it, man. Tomorrow, back day, we're going to be doing abs, since it's been 2 days. Yeah. So tomorrow will be day 3, so it'll be time for abs again. Just to kind of maintain what I already have. And you'll guys notice I don't do oblique ab exercises, just because the muscles there are already pretty developed, and I'm not trying to really do that anymore or make that V taper any wider, because you go for the V taper, but the obliques are really increasing the oblique size is creating a larger waist. So we'll see about that. I don't know if you guys can tell, I'm pretty tired right now. I do not have much energy in me, but I mean, nothing some bum Thavage can't fix, or might mix in some Ghost. We'll see what the concoction looks like today. What's this guy doing? He's getting way too close. Silly drivers, guys. Always on this highway that I have to take to get to the gym. But yeah, I posted something about a Q&A. I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before, but I got a couple likes on it. Like, if you guys want a Q&A, throw me some questions, man, in the comment. Oh, skunk. either in the comments or one of these videos or in the comments of the Q&A post. Like, hit me with something. I've been in this league for probably about 4 years now, 3 or 4 years. Yeah, probably 3 years now, and really pursuing bodybuilding for 8 months, 9 months. Relatively new to the whole bodybuilding thing, but I've been in the gym doing movements like push downs, chest press, bench. Like, I've been doing all of that for, gosh, probably 2 or 3 years. So, if you've got questions about recovery, compound movements, I got you, man. I got you. I'm really interested. I think it's fascinating. If you go and you look back at some of the stuff that we started doing at the beginning of this, I did not think it would turn into this type of thing, I guess. Like, if you go and look back at the stuff that I used to do or used to post during the cut, not even too long ago, just a few months ago, it's cool to see that kind of arc of progress. If you go to the physique checks from frickin' week one or day one of the cut or something, it's really cool to see the progress that's come about from just a few months of finishing the cut and starting the bulk. And especially what a natural looks like deep into the cut. When your arms kind of get hollowed out, they get kind of not really grainy, because they're not really, my muscles aren't very mature, because I've only been lifting for a few years. But that's the thing, that where the phase I'm in right now is we are in that perfect sweet zone for me to be filming this and showing you guys the process of that day in, day out, and really perfect foundation, and just building on top of that foundation right now is what we're really doing. And that foundation is pretty settled, pretty solid. Like, I've got most of my weak points pretty drawn out. Like, if you go back to, I don't know, 2 or 3 months ago, my side delts are not nearly as developed as they were now. And that's simply because I spammed them nonstop for like 18 to 20 sets per week. Is that a lot? Yeah. Is it too much? Debatable. I've always been, on a higher volume type of person. Some people say like 12 to 14 or 15. Other people say 14 to 16. I'll do between 15 to 18, per week, depending on the muscle group too. And that's also per 8 days, right? So taking into the factor that we're talking about per week, I'm talking about per 8 days, because that's just the way that my split pans out. So it really depends on the person when it comes to that. I really think that when it comes to the gym, like everything else, your workouts and your, optimal hypertrophy exercises and sets and reps and RPE, you really just got to try stuff until you find something that works. I found something that's working right now, and I'm actively changing and adapting to stuff, and it's working. Like, I'm seeing results from it, probably the most results I've seen in a long time. So I'm going to keep doing it. You can come after me and be like, yo, like, you need to take a rest day. And I'll be like, yeah, I take a rest day every 2-3 weeks. That's just what works for me, right? Right now, right? My body is changing. Your body is changing. We're constantly growing. So is it working for me right now? Yeah. Will it work for me for the next 10 years? Probably not. I'm probably not even going to do deadlift past a year from now. So really, it's how things kind of evolve and change. But enough yapping. I've been yapping for about 10 minutes now, and I'm gonna get warmed up, get the rotator cuff warmed up, do some of these tricep warm up, maybe a little bit, and then I will see you on the incline bench. Okay, so I've got 155 out because I can't count 2.5. Alright. I was at 9. Last rep was kind of dirty. My hips came up off. Low, that's 145. Yeah. Oh man. Oh, let's count. Is it 11 or 12? Whoops. I'll watch the clip back. Alright. 12. Heck yeah, brother. Alrighty. We got some flat bench here. Camera's a little high, but lets you look down on me, right? Exactly. Alright, I'm just gonna do 175. I think that's what this is, 175. For oh, nope. 7.5. Next chest day. 165 for 8, probably. Hopefully not 7.5. Yeah. Let's get real. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Yeah. Oh, dude. 11.85. Well. Okay, let's do something else. Already? 140. 40 pounds? That was weird. 140 pounds. 8, I think. Yeah. Yeah. Sweet. clean, not super slow. So the next set, I'll focus more on the slow squeeze. Alright, 120 up, slower squeezing. Let's go. Cut 2. Okay. Good partials. Feeling pumped. I think I'm cool to do one more chest exercise. Let's do cable low to high. And then we'll go to shoulders for a bit. Yeah. So the stack, all the numbers are rubbed off. So it's guesswork. I have no idea. Nobody even tried to sharpie the numbers in. So I tested a couple weights, and we'll call this 27.5, I guess. I think the goal is just to go for 10 really strict reps. How much we just ego lift this. It was 9. I'm gonna lower the weight and try and get a few more in the next 2 sets. Okay, whatever weight that was, I did 11. One more. Okay. Whew. Cool. Let's do some shoulders. Alright, I'm thinking something like 16 reps. How do I lower this? Anyone know how to lower this? Yeah, I got this. Alright. Alright, 2 more. Okay. One more. Alright, I'm gonna do some bent over fly. Let's get this going here. Some bent over fly. Okay. Yeah, one more just like that. Oh, that was like 9 clean. Yikes. First one was like 11, right? Alright, cool. Okay, just 2 sets of the bent over fly. And then okay, 11. Didn't get that last one. And lower it to 155. Cool. 12 clean there. Lower the weight one more time. One more set. Oh no, it's like shoulders. Wow. That's not what I wanted. That's alright though. One more of those. Okay. Holy moly, I'm about to pass out. I'm gonna do like one set of triceps to finish. Then we'll get out of here. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's get a look under the hood, bro. Let's get a little, let's get freaky, okay? Let's take a look under the hood. Alright, so last rep of tricep finishers. Chest is the least pumped of muscle groups. As many reps as possible on side delts. Should be good. Okay, let's run through a couple here. Side tricep. Side chest. Whew. Whoa, most muscular. Whew. I'm beat, man. Dude, I'm done. Whew. All right, let's get in the car. Okay, how was that, man? That was pretty freaking sick to me. I don't know about you, but that was pretty sick to me. Oh, I need to like, I don't know. I need to like lower my my rest times or something. I think I scrolled too long between sets because that was like it was like 2 hours. Yeah, it was about 2 hours. But yeah, it felt pretty long. Um, it was pretty crazy, man. I don't know. Me personally, that was a long chest day. I was losing a little steam at the end. Like I lost a rep on, didn't lose a rep. I just didn't progress a rep on push downs on the second set and the third set. And And then I only got like lateral raises. Here's the thing with dumbbell lateral raises, it's hard to tell when I'm pushing a rep each week. It's easy to like you can tell when there's progress over 2 months or something, but when it's like week to week, it's hard to tell when I'm kind of properly progressing because I can easily get 20 reps with terrible form of, dumbbell lateral raise with the 30s. But I feel like, did I get 14? Did I get 15? Did I get 13? I don't know. For like clean reps, I don't know. It's hard to tell, man. My lateral raise form is not that cooked. It's really not. It's pretty solid. I use a little momentum, which is fine. Like you don't need to have it beep, beep. Like you don't need it like fully, like that. But anyway, my abs are still cooked, man. I don't know why. I mean, I only did what 3 sets of heavy ab crunches to failure, heavy cable crunches. I found I felt so awkward about filming it. I thought about filming it, but then I thought against it because there were people around me. But there was the oh gosh, it's this machine that's on rails and you put your knees on it and it swings. It's like an ab crunch machine, but it's so funny looking. I was gonna video myself doing it, but I don't know. It looked pretty silly. Um, yeah. Anyway, I really enjoyed. That was the first time I've done those bent over flies, the ones like that. It's the first time I've done that, and I've like been very hesitant to do. And the reason why I decided to do that is because the pec deck, they only have one pec deck machine, and I just don't like the way it feels. Like it's a good machine, but it feels so weird, and it just doesn't feel like the hammer strength ones that I'm used to, um, or Arsenal. Like it doesn't feel right. So, or like Gym Leco, like I've used a couple of those machines. It just doesn't feel natural. Um, so I don't know. I just decided to do that. The reason why I do a lot of incline chest movements, like I do incline bench, I do the low to highs on the cables, and those are like non-negotiable for like changing, or I have to change it with an even better incline chest, upper chest movement, is because my upper chest is probably the most underdeveloped part of my front of my physique. Like my lats are probably the biggest thing that's underdeveloped in terms of width. Like my lower lats and lat width are the most by far underdeveloped parts of my physique. My arms are super solid. Like my triceps are perfect where they want to be right now. Like my triceps are probably the best part of my physique. Biceps, like where they should be. Getting there. And then it's like side delts I was spamming for a while. Now they're finally kind of coming into proportion with the rest of my arms. Um, yeah, lat width is the biggest problem, at least right now. Not a problem, but just something to improve on. Because I wouldn't consider it an issue. Like I'm not losing sleep over it. But when I say problem, I mean more like opportunity for growth, if you know what I mean. And then as far as upper chest is really a lagging point. And like naturally for me, I've kind of come to terms genetically that I really can't see the freaking V taper oblique thing unless I get really low body fat. And I have in the past, when I was probably a new lifter, I literally just decided to lose as much weight as possible in fat. I was eating protein, I was doing all that, but I decided to eat literally just as much as possible. Sorry, I hear a weird sound like wind. I don't know what it is. But I decided to just eat as much protein as possible and lose weight. And I got like super skinny to the point that I don't think it was healthy. Like it was a healthy skinny, but it was like it was what I would consider skinny nowadays, but what some people may call attractive, if that makes sense. I don't know. I didn't have too much muscle, but I had that freaking V taper with the obliques. I had like etched out lower abs. Right now you can kind of see the tops of them, maybe the top 50-60% of the lowest abs of the six pack or whatever. But the top two are still, pretty in there solid right now. I think by the end of this growth phase, I'm not going to lose them fully, but nah, I probably won't lose them fully, but they may just be a little bit harder to see. Like even at my like softest, like 6 months ago, which you guys have not seen, I was like, I still had some kind of visibility of abs. Like there was a layer of fat on top, but you could see them. In any case, tomorrow we're going to be working hard on that lat width. I really think I always stress a lot about lats, at least when it comes to lat pull downs, it comes to rows. Like I often get stressed about form there. I was trying to come up with a fun word for it, but I couldn't. I often get stressed a lot about form when it comes to rows or pull downs, and especially pull downs, because your elbows are a key determining factor whether you're turning a pull down into a row or into a proper lat movement. And so I was obsessed over those, at least as a new lifter. A little bit less now, but still, somewhat. And so the point that I've kind of come to is, like, as long as I'm not turning it into a row, it's generally pretty solid, just because I personally believe that at the end of the day, pure intensity, controlled intensity, by the way, not just like Diamond Gym all out screaming 200 reps or whatever per set. I truly believe that controlled intensity is going to beat, and consistency will outbeat perfect form every single time. I don't think you need perfect form. I think it's a thing to have, it's a thing to strive for, but I don't know if it's even possible, and I don't think it's necessary. So that's me personally. But tomorrow we're going to be working on those pull downs and stuff. I'm getting a real hang of the single arm pull downs. Those are really fun. I've only done those maybe 5 or 6 times, and they're generally pretty fun. So I'm gonna keep doing those. But yeah, biggest advice, guys, if you're still watching right now, genuinely, do what you love. Like genuinely, yeah, do the exercises that you love, and hopefully that are optimal at the same time. Sometimes there's very rare cases where you just hate all ab exercises and you have to do them, or you hate all calf exercises, which is very common, and you still got to do them, and that's the only way that you train that muscle. But most of the time, there's at least 1 or 2 variations to an exercise that are comparable to another exercise that you can do. If you are a cable fiend and you love cable work, do cables instead of bench. Like, yes, bench is great. Squat is fantastic. I love squat. But is it, like, absolutely necessary? Probably not. Me personally, I think there's nothing like squats. I love squats. I'm just getting back into it after not doing it for a long time. But, like, yeah, I think that if you don't enjoy it, what's the point in doing it, So that's just me personally. But that's pretty much it for me today. I think I'm going to catch you guys tomorrow for back day.